The entertainment world was thrown into absolute chaos last night when Tian Xuning, one of the most closely watched and intensely discussed figures in the fandom universe, made a shockingly candid confession that no one saw coming. In a moment that fans are already calling the emotional earthquake of the year, Tian Xuning openly admitted his feelings for Ziyu without scripts, without filters, and without any attempt to soften the impact. Within minutes, social media timelines exploded, fanbases froze, and disbelief spread like wildfire across the internet. According to eyewitness accounts from the live session where the confession occurred, the atmosphere shifted instantly. What began as a casual interaction quickly transformed into a moment so heavy with emotion that even longtime fans struggled to process what they were hearing. Tian Xuning, known for his controlled public image and careful choice of words, suddenly spoke with a raw honesty that stunned everyone watching. "I never planned to say this out loud," he admitted, pausing as if weighing the consequences of every word. "But hiding it has become harder than telling the truth." That single sentence alone was enough to send shockwaves through the fandom, but what followed was even more unbelievable. He continued by directly mentioning Ziyu, expressing admiration, emotional closeness, and a connection that he described as impossible to ignore. There was no vague wording, no ambiguous hints. It was direct. It was bold. And it was completely unfiltered. Within seconds, comment sections flooded with capital letters, crying emojis, and messages of pure shock. Fans repeatedly typed phrases like "This can't be real," "Am I dreaming?" and "The fanbase just collapsed." Screenshots spread faster than anyone could keep up, and clips of the confession were reposted across platforms at lightning speed. For years, fans had speculated about the relationship between Tian Xuning and Ziyu. Their interactions, subtle glances, shared smiles, and moments of undeniable chemistry had fueled countless theories. Yet, every rumor was always brushed aside as coincidence or fan imagination. That is precisely why this confession felt so devastating and exhilarating at the same time. Longtime supporters described the moment as emotionally overwhelming. "We joked about it for years," one fan wrote, "but hearing him actually say it out loud felt like the ground disappeared under our feet." Another added, "I supported him no matter what, but I never thought he would be this brave." The phrase "fanbase collapse" began trending almost immediately, symbolizing the collective emotional breakdown happening across different communities. Some fans celebrated the honesty, praising Tian Xuning for choosing truth over image. Others admitted they needed time to process the confession, describing feelings of shock, sadness, happiness, and disbelief all at once. Meanwhile, Ziyu's name surged to the top of trending lists worldwide. Fans analyzed every past interaction, replaying old interviews and performances with new eyes. Moments that once seemed ordinary suddenly felt charged with hidden meaning. "It all makes sense now," many commented, while others insisted they were still not ready to accept reality. What made the confession even more impactful was Tian Xuning's tone. There was no arrogance, no attempt to dramatize the moment for attention. His voice reportedly trembled, and his expression reflected vulnerability rather than confidence. This authenticity is what many fans believe shattered the final wall between speculation and reality. Industry insiders have noted that such an open admission is extremely rare, especially in a world where public figures are often advised to protect their image at all costs. By speaking honestly, Tian Xuning risked backlash, misunderstandings, and intense scrutiny, yet he chose sincerity anyway. As for Ziyu, the silence following the confession only intensified the drama. Fans are anxiously waiting for any response, statement, or sign that could confirm or deny what Tian Xuning revealed. Until then, the fandom remains suspended in a state of emotional limbo. In the hours after the confession, hashtags related to the incident dominated trending charts. Words like unfiltered, brave, unbelievable, and Fanbase in shock appeared repeatedly. Even casual observers, previously uninterested in fandom discussions, were drawn into the story due to its sheer emotional intensity. One thing is certain, this moment will be remembered for a long time. Whether it leads to clarity, controversy, or deeper mystery, Tian Xuning's confession has already changed the narrative forever. The invisible line between rumor and reality has been crossed, and the fandom will never look at Tian Xuning and Ziyu the same way again. As fans continue to process what happened, one shared sentiment echoes across the internet: no one was prepared for this. The world of fandom may be shaken, confused, and emotionally exhausted, but it is also witnessing a rare moment of honesty that few will ever forget. In the days following the confession, the aftershocks only grew stronger. Fan communities split into intense discussions, late-night voice chats, and long emotional threads as everyone tried to understand what this revelation truly meant. Some fans chose to step back, admitting the moment felt too real, while others became even more devoted, stating that Tian Xuning's honesty made them respect him more than ever. Speculation now surrounds what the future holds. Will this confession mark the beginning of a new chapter, or will it remain a powerful but unresolved declaration? Entertainment analysts suggest that regardless of the outcome, this moment has already become a turning point, proof that even in a tightly controlled industry, raw emotions can still break through. As one fan perfectly summarized, "We didn't just witness a confession, we witnessed a wall fall." And until Ziyu finally speaks, the fandom remains suspended between hope and disbelief, waiting for the next moment that could once again shake their world. As the waiting continues, tension within the fandom shows no sign of fading. Every update, no matter how small, is now examined with extreme intensity. A simple post, a change in profile picture, or a brief appearance at an event is enough to reignite speculation and send fans back into emotional chaos. The confession has turned ordinary moments into potential clues, and nothing feels accidental anymore. What makes this situation even more powerful is the sense that something irreversible has already happened. Even if no further confirmation comes, fans agree on one thing: the innocence of just speculation is gone. Tian Xuning's unfiltered words have permanently altered the emotional landscape of the fanbase, leaving behind a story that will be remembered as the moment everything changed.
you.